Today, I had a lot of fun. You know, I played with Nate Bargatze and Larry the Cable Guy, man, two of the best dudes. But, man, I put a lot of time and effort in, and I was very happy with the way I played today.
Well, you looked fantastic here. Do you pay attention to everybody talking about your game and the Vegas odds having you last in this tournament, or do you ignore it?
Well, I don't want to come in dead last. That was my goal probably for, like, not the last couple of years, but 5 years before that. I just didn't want to come in dead last. But you know what? Man, it's so much fun here. I want to give a shout out to Harris, American Century. It's just a great week for everybody, and I'm having a blast.
Chuck, obviously we're going to talk about the NBA and a busy offseason. I want to get your early impressions of the Rockets acquiring Kevin Durant. How does that change the Western Conference now in your mind?
Well, the Rockets look great on paper. You know, Kevin's a great player. I thought the Nuggets got better. You know, they had to add some depth. You know, OKC is the best team in the world. We know that for a fact. But I thought the Rockets they're having a great summer. I think the Nuggets are having a great summer. The East is going to be crazy. I mean, if you would ask me right now who was going to win the East, I could put a bunch of teams in his hat and pull one and make a good case for anybody. So the East is going to be amazing. But everybody trying to gain on OKC. I saw they signed their three best players, but they're going to be tough to beat. But the Rockets and the Nuggets had a great summer.
All right, I got to ask you, what's a bigger surprise? You eventually now, and inside the NBA, coming to ESPN, and you working at ESPN, or Michael Jordan joining NBC as a studio analyst? The biggest upset, which one?
Probably, well, number one, it's going to be an honor and a privilege to work for ESPN. They're the greatest sports network ever. And now, obviously, I was surprised that Michael's going to do NBC, but I think it's great for the NBA. In my opinion, no disrespect to Kobe or LeBron, I think Michael's the greatest player who ever played. And if you can have that guy part of your basketball family on a more regular basis, it's going to be really cool. And yeah, I'm shocked. I got to admit I was shocked because he probably had many times to come back. But you know what? It's great for the NBA.
Well, it's great to have you guys as part of our family, but we have to talk about one issue. You're joining ESPN, but Dan Orlovsky was pretty ticked off that you won a Sports Emmy over him. Do you have anything to say to our guy Dan Orlovsky after you beat him out on a Sports Emmy?
Well, first of all, I want to say welcome back, Jay Harris, one of my favorite people at ESPN. Glad to have Jay back. Listen, Dan.
Yes.
Relax. You're gonna win, Dan. I always send Dan texts. He does a fabulous job on NFL Live. I don't know why he's mad at me. I don't get a vote. He should be mad at the other people who voted for him. But you know what's crazy? I thought it was stupid. I thought it was stupid that we got paid a lot of money to talk about sports. Now I think it's even more stupid they're giving us trophies. So, Dan, relax.
Well, Chuck, hit him straight. And by the way, I love your sentiment with our guy, Jay Harris. Great to see him back and healthy. We all love Jay. And by the way, welcome to the ESPN family, the entire Inside the NBA crew. Thank you so much for joining us. And you're not gonna finish last in Tahoe. I promise you that.
I promise you that. I'm honored to come work for ESPN. Thank you.
Jonathan in Maryland's been hanging on. Phone lines are lit, by the way, which I think is awesome. Since we all will be tomorrow. What's going on, Jonathan? What? Is this thing on?
This is definitely on.
You're in vacay mode.
What's up, Jonathan?
I was wondering, take out the team, the NBA team that you root for. I'm a Celtics fan. Take that out of the discussion, just based on what you think would be good for the stories for the NBA. Is it not obvious that LeBron needs to go to Cleveland, win a championship, and end his career there? I mean, the East is weak. I'm a Celtics fan. We're not going to be good this year. He needs to go to Cleveland, win a championship, retire, and that ends it. Isn't that the only possible option? Because he's not going to win one in LA.
I said
First of all, you know, I guess. I mean, if you're from Ohio, you know what I mean?
It's perfect for them.
If you're New York, what better way is than to go to New York, do it in the Mecca, and get the Knicks in the Canyon of Heroes? I mean, and suddenly he's a guy that that there's a meal that he won't ever purchase again.
Katz's Deli?
In New York, Miami, hometown of Cleveland, Ohio, or I guess home state of Ohio, and here in Los Angeles. I mean, to be very honest with you, Jonathan, that's what I'm thinking. You know, like
yeah, but you're
go
a
to the
Knicks fan,
Knicks.
so you would think that.
Well, I mean, I guess it's storybook, right? That the kid from Akron, who actually did one for Cleveland before he retires, goes back to Cleveland. But you know, that's my 2 cents on it, and I appreciate the call and the food for thought, Jonathan. You know, I mean, but DeAndre Ayton is coming. Like that business with it is the Dodgers cap an indication of his thoughts. But yeah,
what's happening?
No, I know that. And so what?
2-year deal.
They now have the 1st and 3rd overall picks of the 2018 NBA draft.
This is now the 9th first overall pick that LeBron has played with.
Is that right? And maybe, you know, he'll take Spike Zempic, but for his attitude. Right?
Sure.
Luka's got on Spike Zempic for the Mavericks. People who are like, you drink too much. You're not taking care of your body.
He's European.
You're always falling apart at the end of the season. Take care of your body now. You know? So he's on Spike Zempic. He looks great. Maybe DeAndre Ayton can take, you know, what like Moda Zempic? You know?
Add to Zempic.
Added to Zempic?
Yeah.
That's, I don't know. That's a long. I mean, we're spitballing here for RES Consulting.
A lot of times these drugs don't make any sense.
Because that's the whole business. It's just like, you know, in the same way that when Luka is done with the Mavericks, or the Mavericks are done with him, it's just like, yeah, there were concerns about signing him to the Supermax contract because of his body shape.
Conditioning.
To use an old ESPN2 phrase. You know, body shaping. You're not going to see Luka on body shaping in 1997 on ESPN2 at 10:30 in the morning.
Luka and Kiana Tom.
You know
I'll say your name one more time. Corey.
Yes, right.
Flex appeal.
And you're hearing, you know, Ayton had a terrible attitude, complained when he was taken out of games,
slam chairs,
late for flights, late for meetings.
Yeah.
Brockman does that when we go to break sometimes, so that he slams chairs.
So hear me out.
Like my take.
Let's say DeAndre Ayton plays to his capabilities.
Okay.
Can we just do this right?
Sure.
Him, Reeves, Rui, LeBron, Luka, you know, year 2 of Connect. Where else am I going here? Add another player here or there.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not. That's not the top. Who am I?
I pick up what you're putting.
Bronny.
Stop it.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I'm putting together a team that last year.
That's a top 6 in the West.
Overperformed, right? Like
right?
That's a playoff team.
Sure.
And we've seen playoff teams catch fire in a way.
They're not in the play-in. They're a firm top 6.
And let's see a Spike Zempic Luka, right? Let's see what that looks like. Let's see what Redick is in year 2. Let's see what Luka's entire year in the system looks like.
Full year, yeah.
I mean, Ayton dropped out of the contractual buyout heavens. What did you say about a report about the Mavericks before the show? You saying something along the lines? What was this?
Oh, McMenamin. Dave was on
Dave?
Dave was on the radio locally here, I think, with Mason in Ireland, and they were saying that Dallas would be interested in LeBron, but only in a buyout situation.
Why would the Lakers buy him up? Only unless he says, "I want the hell out of here." Like I'm not. But does he really want out of here? Does he really?
Nobody knows.
I don't know, man. Well, maybe Maddox does. We'll talk about it. But Ayton is an upgrade. Big time.
Big time.
Yes. Let's get the most out of him. Let's do it. Let's get LeBron saying in his getting in his grill and go, let's go.
You want a farewell tour? You want him to say this is his last year coming up?
No, I don't, because maybe it's not. Maybe he wants to play year 24, year 25. Why wouldn't he?
Yeah, get
You're getting $50 million per, and you're playing at the top of your game still? He had an incredible season last year. Incredible. So why would the Lakers do the Mavericks a favor, just as a return favor? Thanks for the pocket listing of Luka. Here's LeBron all wrapped up for you, because we bought him out. Get out of here, Matt.
It's not LeBron's team anymore. They're building for Luka in 2027.
And would you agree with that assessment? Storybook ending.
Sharpe Kennedy to go back to Cleveland?
Yeah. Would you agree with that assessment?
Yeah. Cleveland has the second best title odds. And, if he could go back to Cleveland and be a missing
win another
piece
one
them.
for him, or maybe be the guy who brings the Knicks to the Canyon of Heroes.
Man, here's the deal, right? He ain't even got to move. Just come to the clip show and us a chip.
Okay.
Then you'll be like, imagine that. Imagine being the guy who makes the Los Angeles Clippers a laughing stock of champions.
Bill Simmons threw this out, and he's getting roasted for it, but it's still kind of funny. Would you trade Kawhi for LeBron straight up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did I
You
stutter?
would. Both of you would.
You know I love Kawhi. But the availability thing is a kind of a problem.
You think?
I mean, look.
LeBron's more available than Kawhi.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't got a LeBron fathead. I got a Kawhi fathead, but still,
Here's another one that Bill threw out. Would you trade Cat for LeBron straight up?
Fathead's probably injured.
Shut up.
Wow, Jay Felly.
Jay Felly, top rope. That was slip that in there.
It's so funny that Jay never says anything, and then he blows darts right at the neck of T.J. Jefferson every now and then, and T.J.'s like, you're better when you don't say anything.
Because it is. The
The
fact is,
ways I've been told to shut up are so creative.
I know, that's right.
because I hyped him up, right? You don't understand. Not
Like
to get
Archie to Edith Bunker.
I try
for
to
an
hype
old
him
school
up
reference.
to speak, and when he does, he tries to come for the king.
Cat for LeBron. Would you do it?
No.
That's a yes.
No, I would not.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
No, my God.
You know, LeBron's not playing much D.
Who's playing? I mean, they did get another center, right? Yabusele?
Yeah, from the Sixers.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.
Most expensive divorce in NBA history. Some of the latest news. The Suns are buying out Bradley Beal's contract. He's owed $161 million.
I was like, what? I was like, hold on.
Okay, $161 million over 3 years. He played 53 games in Phoenix. Probably headed to the Clippers.
Put the money in the bag.
Hang on, we'll start with this, and you guys can expand. Where does this rank among the worst contracts in NBA history?
Oh, I think every contract was a great contract, as far as I'm concerned. I think every dollar is a great dollar. That's
It just didn't work out. But listen,
good. Get your money, because we got guys having to take less money, right, to play well. So
I feel like Perk has like a real legit.
I know. Go ahead, Perk.
Go ahead, Perk. Yeah.
So I'm not down on Bradley Beal, right? He came. It's not like, to me, it's not like the Suns. When he got to Phoenix, they gave him this contract, right? He earned that contract while he was with the Wizards, while he was averaging 30. And yes, it was on a bad team, but Bradley Beal was still one of those dudes. And then all of a sudden, you get to Phoenix, and it just don't work out, right? Whether it's him and KD and Devin Booker not being able to match and see eye to eye, they try to make the point guard position. Bradley Beal is a two guard that wants to get buckets, right? And he wasn't going to be in a role that was going to put him above Devin Booker.
Kevin Durant.
Or Kevin Durant, right. So I believe the buyout is right. I think that's the right move because he has a no-trade clause. And I think that whether he ends with the Clippers, or I think he should really consider going to Milwaukee.